present Alakun Creations Venture. Today I want to show us how to cut Iro Buba. It's a fitted Iro Buba, and trust me, this Iro Buba is with a class. I decided to do this video because someone requested for Iro Buba with Alakun. What is Alakun? That is the one that we join to a small piece of fabric so as to increase the wideness. I already have Iro Buba on my channel, and that one is without Alakun. But this Iro Buba is a classy one. It's Iro Buba with a difference. So stay with me to the end. I'm going to be dropping the link to that traditional Iro Buba and check it out. I have these 6 yards of material that we're going to be using. I'm going to be cutting out the wrapper. I want to make use of 3 yards and 14 inches. Here is my wrapper. I've cut it out. For my buba, I want a length of 27 inches. I measured 27 inches twice, and then I added 3 inches as my hem allowance. What I did was to fold on the wrong side along the yardage, and then I folded into 2 again. I'm going to be taking the remaining part from this buba to make my Alakun. Here is the folded edge, and this place is equally folded. Although I said this is a fitted Iro Buba, but it's not ugly because it's not going to have a zip. It has to be a bit loose. To all my measurements, I'll be adding 2.5 inches, which will serve as my ease allowance and sewing allowance. My bust is 42. 42 divided by 4 will give me 10.5. So 10.5 plus 2.5 will give me 13 inches. My shoulder to my waist is 17 inches. So from the center, which happens to be the folded end, so on my waistline, I will put in my waist measurement. 40 divided by 4, 10, plus 2.5, that will give me 12.5. On my hip line, my hip is 46. 46 divided by 4 will give me 11.5. 11.5 plus 2.5 will give me 14 inches. Before I cut out this shape, I'm going to measure what I have at the hip line here. I have 8.5. So that 8.5, I'm going to measure it across both so that I can have a straight piece. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to have a straight piece for my Alakun. I'm going to be cutting all this place off. So let me cut out the straight piece. This straight piece, I will join it together and attach it to the top of my wrapper. I'm going to be cutting out the shape. I'm putting a notch at the shoulder and at the center. I will now decide what type of neck I want for my buba. So here is the Alakun part that I removed from the side, which I'm going to be joining these 2 pieces together. There are so many ways we can join it, but for a beginner, I feel this method will be more easier. I make sure that the wrong side of the fabric are facing each other. So I want to use a French seam. I have joined it together on the right side. I will now turn it to to the wrong side, you can iron. Having turned it, look at what I did. I sewed it on the right side of the fabric. I trimmed out the excesses that I have, then I turned it to the wrong side, and then I will sew it. As you can see, this is the wrong side. Look at the right side, you can see that it's not shown. So I'm going to pin it down again. That is French seam that I'm using. I'll go and give it a very good press, and then I can now join it. This is my wrapper. If I want this alakun to be in the middle, what I'm going to do at the upper part is I will just cut this wrapper into 2 equal parts and join the alakun to it using French seam. The disadvantage of joining at the upper part is that I can only tie my wrapper on one side, but if I join it in the middle, I can tie it both ways. I'll place the wrong side on the wrong side of the wrapper and sew it. Look at it, this is the right side, this is equally the right side. I will sew it. And look at what I did. I made sure that my adjacent edge is at the upper part of the wrapper. So this is how I'm going to sew it until the end. So after joining it, I still have a little excess here, so I'm going to trim it off. Here is the right side that I sewed together. I have ironed it. I have now turned it to the wrong side. I'm going to sew this side. This is how I'm going to do it until the end. So I'm going to just pin it down at the wrong side now. So this is how I'm going to sew it onto the end. I'll be bending it at the side with like 2 inches. You can watch my video on how to do Iro Buba. I'll put the link. I showed extensive way of sewing it. So here is the finished product of our Buba. As you can see, I have embellished it. If you want me to show a video on how to embellish your dresses, you can let me know in the comment section. So you can see that the Buba is somehow shapy. Here is the remaining part, which is the head tie, is well over 1 yard. To the main cocoa, this is our alakun, so beautiful, and we joined it with French seam. Let me now wear it so that you will see how it looks on me.